Motherhood podcast. We are your hosts, Maddie and Kate, and we are here to chat about all things motherhood, faith-infused entrepreneurship, and lots of real life.
We want you to leave feeling loved, encouraged, and a whole bunch of excitement for where the Lord has you right in this moment. We are so glad you are here.
So grab your coffee, matcha, tea, whatever makes you happy, and let's hang out and indulge in some joyful conversations. Welcome back to the Refined Sisterhood podcast. Caitlin here.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
And we just so happen to have a little baby in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Little Keegan woke up from his nap and he's here to party. He wants to be a part of it. And so if you hear him in the background, just know we're all about that real, raw, all the things. So we're not here to be perfect. We're just here to chat and live the real mom life. So yeah, but basically today we're going to talk all about just everything kind of. We're going to random ramble about our lives and where we're at. All those things.
Yeah, Caitlin and I have a really cool friendship and we just love to talk. Our husbands think we're literally insane because of how much we talk and how long we can talk.
Yeah, they think
it's
we're
honestly like a record. Yeah, but we're going to try to keep it short and sweet. And the whole reason we want to do this is I really just want to invite you in on our life and know that you're not alone with whatever season you're going through. And maybe you can like take something away that we say just like from our real raw life, like Caitlin said, and be like, you know what? I had that happen today and I'm not a bad person or I don't feel bad about that situation. And so maybe you can take something away from this conversation. Okay. Let's just dive in. Let's just ask some questions. Let's start with, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel really blessed. Really good. I feel good with the Lord. Having a little baby is literally the biggest blessing ever. And every single day I wake up, and even though some days are hard and I'm really tired some days, every single day I wake up and I'm like, this is the best ever. I love being a mom. I love being a mom. And having the Refined Sisterhood has been a total blessing and also just really fun. And I'm glad that I get to do this with you. And I don't know. I feel real good. I'm full of joy.
Yeah, it's a good time to have joy, you know, 'tis season.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I feel good. I feel like I'm in a better place as far as work, and work is a really big stressor for me. So when I am in a better place with that, I feel like all things fall just in place for sure. And I'm coming out of busy season. I have one more wedding to shoot this coming Saturday.
Oh, yes, honey. You got this.
Yes. And so
cue Keegan in the background.
Go Keegan. So yeah, I just feel good. And like Caitlin said, I love being a mom. And I think that I've always wanted to be a mom, but actually becoming a mom, the amount of joy that it brings. And I don't know, I wake up, like you said, every day and I'm just so excited for what the day has to hold, even if I've been up all night long. Like I wake up and I'm like, heck yeah, like we got this. I'm tired, but whatever. I get to snuggle my sweet little baby, and when he wakes up in the morning, he just like looks at me and smiles, and I'm like, you have not been asleep all night long. It's fine. It just makes it all worth it, like to just see him. And so I don't know, I'm in a really good place now. So yeah, we can talk more about it though if you want.
Yes, of course. We're going to talk about
lots
of fun things. Anyways, well, coming off of that, how's motherhood going for you? Like as a whole, and also like how's your postpartum journey been?
Yeah,
all that fun stuff.
It's going really good. I prepared for the worst, to be honest. I feel like that's my personality. Like I prepare for, like, I always think the best of the situation, but I also always want to know the worst situation that could happen. Mm-hmm. So if it doesn't happen, I'm like, hey, we're doing good, right? But I don't know. So postpartum as a whole, as you hear him, yeah, it's good. I feel like it started off really well. then I went through this season of just like being kind of sad all the time. And we can talk more about that one day because I feel like I have a lot to say about that. And then the like anxiety hit, I think, when he got sick for the first time.
And I had to tell you that that anxiety was just you being a freaking good mom because you are.
You did. And yeah, so like working through those things. And I've seen now, almost 7 months later, it's so wild, but just how much I've grown since the very beginning of postpartum. And I do think I'm still going to grow from it all, but just like seeing from the very beginning and where I'm at now.
Woo!
Hello. I don't know, just how much I've grown and how, I don't know, I've learned a lot, and I've learned to cope with things and work through that anxiety and know that, my baby is not just going to die if I don't look at him, like stuff that, consume me is no longer consuming me, which I'm really, really, really proud of. And I actually wrote this in my Bible last week, just like speaking kind of praises over my life. And yeah, and one of those things was just how I don't let my, like, the anxiety of being a mom and thinking that I'm doing things wrong or that he's going to die or stuff like that is no longer like consuming me. And for instance, he had a runny nose like a few weeks ago. And I remember being like, we are not Googling this. I'm good. I did not have to get on Google. And I remember working through that. And I remember at the end of it, he only had it for like 24 hours. But I remember like that next day, I was like, I'm proud of myself.
Yes,
because
girl.
back a few months ago, I would not have done that. I would have been like, looking up every single Google symptom, thinking something was seriously wrong with him, thinking that like these are my last moments with him. But like now I was like, you know what? It's life, and like he's gonna get sick, and it is what it is. And so I'm just like really proud of myself in that sense. But I could talk about postpartum all day long, and I think we should do another whole episode about how we're feeling in postpartum.
Can we talk about how babies are not as fragile as we
thought
they were gonna be? I literally. Y'all, I was terrified to be a mom, to be quite honest. I've never been really scared of anything in my life except being a mom. And I thought that a baby, oh my gosh, that
you look at it the wrong way.
Yeah, fallen. But like, they're not as fragile as you think they are.
No, they are not. Oh yeah, definitely not. But I guess we think that at first, for sure, until you become a mom and you're like,
yes.
Oh, actually, they're not going to break. It's fine.
No, seriously. I kind of feel the same way. I have grown a lot because being a mom was something which we're going to talk all about our birth stories and all about like kind of how we became moms and everything. Keegan, you want to talk to the friends on the podcast? But anyways, I have grown so much because I genuinely I didn't know anything about babies or being a mom or anything. And since having a baby, I feel like it just clicked. And Beckett is my BFF. And even though some days are hard, it's been such a fun journey, and trying to actually get to know myself as a mom. That's something that is really cool. Like, I'm finding out this whole new personality that I didn't have before. Like, I've never played with babies. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those. I still really don't know what to do with them. Except for Beckett.
I don't think we ever will fully know.
No.
But kind of winging it here.
Motherhood, it's fun.
It's been really fun. Yeah, you definitely... Caitlin's going to talk about this a whole nother time too, but she definitely did not want kids at first. And then when she told me, her heart had changed to
it was terrifying.
Yeah, I guess it really is to know that you have to care for a whole human being and know that it's your job. You can't be like, where's your mom?
Also, they scream. They cry a lot.
Exactly.
And
they really
I was that girl when I was in Target and I heard the baby screaming. I was like, oh my gosh, that woman needs to get her child out of here. That gives me anxiety. But now I'm like, well,
whatever. It's fine.
It's fine. But anyway, so it's fun.
It really is. It definitely is fun. And I think it changes you and your personality. And 100%. We're not just all honestly, it makes me laugh a lot. Knowing we'll be sitting, the other day I was sitting here and I was playing with Keegan on the floor. And I just remember talking, like I got up and started dancing. I turned the Alexa, because I don't want her to say it loud. I turned her on and like I'm sitting here dancing and all this stuff, and I'm like singing ridiculously. And I just like stopped for a second and I was like, what in the freaking world? I was like, if someone walked in right now, they would think I need medication. Like, I'm not okay.
Same. I've had those moments. I did it the other day. I turned on a baby playlist of all these like baby songs, and I was singing them to Beckett, and he was looking at me like, like wide-eyed, like, what is she doing? And I'm like, if anyone could see me, they would think I might be on crack. But
exactly. And I started to go like crazy. I like the baby shark. It's not good enough. Like baby shark doo doo. I'm like baby shark doo 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 doo. We had to like
add a little upbeat, exactly. Add a little shoulder movement.
Exactly. I'm like, okay, Coco Melon, I can get with you, honey.
Oh my gosh, I cannot get with Coco Melon. I turned it on for 2 seconds, and I'm like, I don't know about that. But anyways. I just want to talk about for a second managing a business with a baby.
What we're doing right now.
Yes, literally. We are podcasting with Keegan.
Welcome.
He has come to the party to join. He's no longer playing. He's sitting in Maddie's lap. So if you hear him, just, laugh a little. He's mesmerized by all the podcast equipment. But anyways, so managing a business with a baby has been super, super complex. And I'm not gonna lie, like our hearts are very much like we just kind of want to be a mom. And like coming back to business after having like a maternity leave has been something that we're trying to still learn. We obviously, Keegan's here. We don't even have like people to watch both of our children while we do this, and that's okay with us. We're okay having them here and in the background because I don't know, it's real life, like whatever. And so I know like I came back to shoot like 6 weeks in a row of weddings after like a 6 or 7 week maternity leave, and it was exhausting. And I'm starting to realize like, okay, we got to balance life a little more. Like, we're not going to shoot 6 weeks of weddings in a row. We're going to shoot like every 3 weeks next year because it's just insane. Like, life is insane right now, but it's so much fun and it's so cool to like, even though it can be hard because we want to put our clients first and we want to like do our best and we still want to be able to do the things that we did before. It's just not realistic to do everything we did before we were a mom because now we have a whole other human to take care of. And it's so much fun, but it's also very challenging. And that's one thing we just want to encourage you. Like, if you're a mom and you are, I don't know what your job is, but if you work from home and you take care of your child full time, or if you're simply just a stay-at-home mom with multiple children, I praise you because I don't know about that life. But anyways, no matter like what season you're in, if you have a kid that you're taking care of, like, we see you and we feel you. We know it's hard. We only have one each and they're still pretty immobile babies. Like, they don't crawl and run and break things yet. So yeah, motherhood has been fun with a business, but definitely challenging.
For sure. I also think it's shown us how important it is to have boundaries.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because before, when it was just us and our husbands, we both work, and when we both come home, like, we had our routine of like, having our own time to like, just take in the whole day and just relax for a minute. And then we would normally like eat dinner or something, watch a movie, something like that. And now
we can't even remember what we did before children.
Yeah, I know. I can't even remember what I did yesterday, to be honest. No. But like, knowing that I have to set boundaries and in like life in general, but also in my business, that's been a learning curve for sure. And managing a business, I'm not going to say managing a business with a baby, I'm not going to say I'm a professional whatsoever. Still learning. I'm only 6 months in, and as you see, Keegan's here on the episode, and I'm literally just sitting here praying that he cooperates the rest of the time. But I don't know, like, we've learned things about running a business and how important our time is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not just like how important we only have a certain amount of minutes in a day, and like what do we do with those? And we have said, I know both of us in our businesses and with the Refined Sisterhood, like, life's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. And we can't, like, we can try to control it as much as we want, but like, the Lord's going to make things happen that he wants to happen. But also, we just have to like roll with it, you know?
Yeah. And also, like, we have to prioritize our babies first. And
Exactly.
that's something we've really wanted to like hone in on, is making sure that our first ministry is our children. And so if there's photos to be edited, I'm sorry, but if Beckett's awake, I'm on the floor playing with him. Like, there's no chance. I'm editing during that 1 to 2 hours. There's no way. And so it's been hard, but I think that it has definitely not been as hard because I fill my cup during those hours where I'm not working and I'm hanging out with the baby. So. Yeah,
I think it also, I don't know, it just shows you what's important in life. And like I said in my Get to Know Me episode, like what yeses you're saying, or what you're saying yes to and what you're saying no to. And I don't know, we're going to learn and constantly grow in this area, but it's allowed me to say no a little bit more. And knowing that my first priority is my family. And like Caitlin said, that's my ministry. And I think it's also really cool that Keegan is here today, and like Beckett's normally here too, and how they get to watch us do this and watch us like, you know, start a business, grow a business, and just watch us like do life. And there's been so many times where Caitlin and I have had like a huge to-do list, and we have said we're going to get all this stuff done. And then we started, and then like one of them wakes up. They can't get on the same schedule. Okay.
No, they're never on the same schedule. So, it's ridiculous.
Yes. And so one of them's up, the other one's sleeping. Then one of them has a blowout.
On Maddie. That happened last week.
Yeah. 2 times, actually. It's fine. Then they have a blowout and they whine. And where Caitlin and I remember last week, for instance, like we just were nonstop doing stuff, but it was nothing.
And we got nothing. It was like the most non-productive day ever, but we felt like we were running a marathon all day long.
It was constantly like, we weren't just sitting here, you know, twiddling our thumbs. Like we were constantly like up, down, up, down, up, down. And that's just life. And I think it's, you know, taught us to just let it, like, just go with it, honestly. And I don't know. I just think we're going to keep growing and we're going to learn a lot for sure.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, we're rooted in the Lord. And I think that that's helped so much, because I know I've tried to stay on top of my relationship with Jesus since having a kid, and in general, like trying to spend time with the Lord, spend time with your baby, spend time with your husband, do your business, do your 2 businesses.
Yes.
Like, it's insane. But I think at the end of the day, like, both of us have to always come back to, okay, have I spent time with the Lord today? How am I doing spiritually? Because there's nothing that beats that time with the Lord where you can like devote your quiet time. Like, and I know it's hard. It's really hard with a baby to have a quiet time in quotes, you know, because I don't know, they're never quiet. Like when they are quiet, we're trying to get like business stuff done. But I've been really trying to like make sure that I at least spend 15 minutes with the Lord. And bless you, sir. I've been really trying to spend time with the Lord, even if it's 15 minutes. And before having a baby, 15 minutes, I would have been like, crap, I'm the worst person ever. Like I'm not spending time with the Lord. And I don't know, now 15 minutes of worship music, sometimes that will get me through my day. And I'm like, thank you, Jesus, for giving me this 15 minutes because I needed it. And now I can go off and I can get my stuff done. I can, you know, be my best self in my business, as a mom, as everything. And so I'm just really thankful for Jesus. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really thankful for Jesus in this season of life.
For sure. I have definitely you want to go see Kate? I've definitely like, you know, try to stay on top of my relationship with Jesus, because it is the most important thing to me. Because if my relationship with the Lord is not, you know, where it's supposed to be, then all the other things are not gonna fall into place. And so, you tired, buddy?
It's like, I want to talk to the friends.
I know you have a lot to say today. But I want to encourage you, if you are in this season of, change, and motherhood is change for Caitlin and I. And just know that, it might look different than what it was before you were a mom. And my quiet time with the Lord definitely looks different. Like you said, 15 minutes but pre-baby would have been like, that's not enough for me.
Nope.
But now, like, I used to think that my quiet time pre-baby was I have to sit down at my coffee table, wherever, just somewhere where I can sit down, have my Bible, my journal, everything out, and just be super intentional, and it'd be quiet and no distractions and all the things. And then now I'm like, there's beauty in wherever I'm doing it. A lot of times.
He's got my hair.
He is just full of it today. Yeah, just like if I'm in the car, inviting the Lord in that moment and playing worship music. And also one thing that I do all the time is, you might just have to walk around. You can just chat and listen to me over there. Is when I'm putting Keegan to bed at night. It's one of my favorite times. And I love just getting to sit there and rock him to sleep and feed him and just have those moments with him in the dark, and know that I invite the Lord into those moments. And you're back. And I just pray that the Lord would be there, that I would feel the Holy Spirit. And I do a lot of like praying in those moments, and it doesn't look perfect because I am occupied. I'm sitting here trying to put my baby to sleep, but I am asking like the Lord to meet me in those moments, and it might not be perfect. And I think for a long time, I tried to, in my head, tell myself, I have to have this perfect scenario, this perfect situation for me to invite the Lord in. Because
you have to be down on your knees.
Exactly.
With worship music. And you have to have like 10 minutes of that. And then you open your Bible and you read. And like you have this whole experience.
Exactly.
But like,
it's not that. And like, the Lord definitely doesn't expect us to be perfect. And I don't know why we put this expectation on ourselves to be perfect when that's not what the Lord asks of us. But it's so hard because pre-baby, we had all this free time. I mean, we were working at home. We were by ourselves. We had no other distractions. And so to know what my quiet time used to look like compared to now, at first was really, really hard because I was like, I'm not good. This is not good enough. This ain't cutting it for God. But He doesn't expect me to be perfect. And I've learned to like see the beauty in how it has changed.
Yeah.
And so, I'm still growing. I want my relationship with the Lord to be better. It's not perfect right now. I'm not feeling my best version of myself in the Lord right now because of being so busy and
honestly, like distracted.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of distractions right now.
Exactly. And so to be honest, like it's not the best it could be. I've been better for sure. But I don't know. I feel like I'm always going to grow, and it is what it is.
But anyways, we just want to encourage you wherever you're at with the Lord, in your life, with your business, with your kids, with your marriage, wherever you're at, just know that perfection is impossible. Mm-hmm. Impossible for us to do. And we just want to remind you that the Lord is going to meet you right where you're at. It doesn't matter if you're not okay today and you're having a bad day, or like your headspace isn't good. Mentally, you're just not there. Emotionally, you're all over the place. Trust me, we've been all of those things in the last couple of months. We've been all over the place. And every single time, the thing that we come back to is Jesus is good and He loves us. And even if we just devote 10, 15 minutes every day, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, then He's gonna have us, and He's gonna have our backs. He's gonna be there for us. He's gonna help us through things. And I'm just really thankful because this season of life has taught me so much about my relationship with the Lord and everything else that falls underneath that.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I agree with everything that you said. And we hope that you took something away from this real life conversation. You got to meet Keegan today. Maybe you'll meet that kid one day soon. Or maybe one day you have both of them.
I know, right?
You'll be blessed.
I don't know if that would even be a podcast episode.
Yeah,
that would
it
be
might just
more
be entertainment. Like, watch us try to handle our children.
Background noise. You can just play that one for background noise.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, we just hope that you took something away from our conversation with each other. And we will be back next Wednesday. So if you like listening to us,
which we hope you do.
Yes, our real life, then listen next Wednesday. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Bye. We had so much fun getting to hang out with you today, and we hope that you're feeling encouraged, loved, and full of purpose.
If you've enjoyed today's podcast episode, we would absolutely love it if you would write us a review so that we can hear how we encouraged you. And if you haven't subscribed, go do that right now. Also, you can join the sisterhood by finding us on Instagram at The Refined Sisterhood.
Okay, friend, we hope you have the best week, and we will see you in the next episode.